sitting on a bench in the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Pat was still savouring the taste of his sarcastic laughter. "Wow, the view is wonderful," Cassandra said. "This bridge makes me feel small, almost like a child, struggling with 1,000 Lego bricks." Pat took her hand. "I could tell you a lot about this bridge, but there are those who did it better than me and went down in history." Cassandra smiled. She didn't seem to pay too much attention to Pat's oddities. She somehow knew how to read beyond his shattered lines. "So, what did you want to tell me?" "There is no story to tell. If there was a story, there would be a narrative. There would be some meaning. Some people have stories. Others, like me, are shrapnel." Cassandra looked more perplexed now. Pat carried on. "We all have doubles. They're an intrinsic part of who we are. But sometimes these doubles become malevolent. They become toxic and are intent on hijacking the person they are supposed to be nurturing and guiding. I think that is what happened to me. My double hijacked my life and took it from me. When that happens, the original person becomes soulless and is ejected into nothingness, permanently lost. Lost without a double, left to aimlessly wander. You become shrapnel. When you are shrapnel, the life underneath you is hidden. The roots invisible. The degenerate energy behind your mask increases the entropy. You can't rehome the elementless. You cannot update the periodic table so that your element becomes listed. If you have been hijacked by your double, you are not a listed element and never will be, and there is nothing you can do about it. You know you exist, and you know it is for real, but you are not there. You are just randomness in the system. There is no symbol for you, no letter, no atomic weight, no atomic number. You are not part of the iconography. You are an empty chair. The paradox in every poem. You are just 4 small, lowercase letters under arrest. L-O-S-T. But you don't know why. You are just 4 disconnected coordinates. There are some curves that don't have any formulas. No matter how much data you have, you cannot see it. You are the snapshot of always being other. Cassandra sighed, desperately trying to make sense of Pat's words, which, to her senses, were coming like a rain of sand, light, then dense, and even heavier. But I got lucky, Pat said. He didn't take my soul. I do at least know why I am lost. The reason is because of my double. Some music seemed to fill the air. It was Stabat Mater Dolorosa by Antonio Vivaldi, performed by Philippe Jarouski and the ensemble Artisaires. 1712 is a beautiful number, a real number. Sometimes the best storyteller is an alto, said Pat. Cassandra looked at Pat. You are not making much sense, she said. The sorrows of Mary were looping all around them. I saw the double who hijacked my life when we went to Philadelphia. As soon as I saw him, I realized what he had done. But somehow, my double didn't fling me away far enough into the nothingness. He took my life, but not my soul somehow. I am lost, but I survived somehow. No idea how, but I did survive. And I found you in the theatre. There must be others like me whose double has ejected them out of their lives, but somehow they have survived just like me. But I don't think many have actually been back to see their double in their own life. The pain is too intense. The information too much to deal with. An unthinkable crime. The music stayed in F minor with the piano sonata number 1, op. 611, Adagio by Alexander Scriabin and played by Garrick Olson. Pat continued. I was scared when I saw him, and I felt physically sick. Being so close to him, it was horrific. The pain was too intense, so I ran away from him as fast as I could before he realized what was happening, and got back to the car, safe. Cassandra let herself sink into Pat's rigid embrace. Your story is flawless. It's crazy, but it has its own logic. However, and here Cassandra had taken a break for effect. You are ignoring an important element. Pat looked at her, being shocked and annoyed. You know, she went on, trying hard to sound credible and authoritative. You start from the assumption that your double is aware and guilty. But did you think it might not be so? That everything that happens to us is not the result of some perverse design? Cassandra raised her arm, and the distant silhouette of the bridge began to change and become fluid. Then, as if that giant structure was made of Lego bricks, it just seemed to collapse into nothingness. I don't think destiny can be built like an engineering work. If so, I would be a goner. Don't you think? And while the Verrazano Bridge was regaining its glorious features, Pat had just found his laugh again. The full one, honest and without sarcasm. Something that his silly double did not seem to have stolen completely